Come on, go live. Hey, there we are live. It says so right there. What's up, guys?
Hello.
Jamie, Megan, and the husband. We were sitting there waiting, and the screen finally pops up. You're live. So, hi.
Hi.
On a lovely Friday, at least in upstate New York, it actually kind of finally feels like fall a little bit, which is awesome.
Look at me. I got my sweatshirt on. Which was probably a terrible idea because, whatever. I'm a slob.
It's a white sweatshirt. She's playing with some very dark paste currently, so it's going to get all over, guaranteed.
Yeah.
So.
Hello. As you're coming in, please say hi to us.
That's T. What up, T?
Hi. Hello, Teresa. We're making cool stuff today, Teresa.
We make cool stuff every day.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
I do.
See how she is. Why, thank you, T. I appreciate that. Says my hair looks cute.
Yeah. That was definitely
it was certainly aimed about maybe this hair. That's right.
Crap.
What are we doing today?
We're doing stuff.
We are. And evidently, she's just going to take off in the middle of a live because why not?
I'm back. I was quick like a bunny.
Hey, it's Diana. What's up, Diana?
Hi, Diana. Today we are showing you how to make something pretty damn impressive, if you ask me, with some paste, some paint, and our wood cutouts. So we have these really fabulous pumpkin shape cutouts and leaves and an acorn. They don't come with blue on the back end. I'm a sloppy painter. When you get yours are white. So see. So FYI, before we even get started very far, everything that we are going to use in this video is currently in a link in the YouTube description or the Facebook description. And so you can click on that link at any time. It will populate everything into your cart, and you can add or subtract. You are not required to get everything.
You don't have to purchase all of it.
But I like to put these links out there so that you don't have to think about all of it. You don't have to remember. You don't have to watch the video 500 times. Although we'd like it if you did. Speaking of, give us a thumbs up.
If you're having a good time.
Yeah. Share this video if you're seeing it either on Facebook or on YouTube. Share it with your friends. So that link will have all of the products that we are using. I just cheated and showed you the front. Did you catch that? I forgot what I was doing.
High quality production right here.
I'm just going to show you. Look, this is what we're doing. Whoa. So this is kind of a faux embossing. See how it kind of looks like you can sort of see the pattern just a little bit. So this is very, very simple. I have done this. I had to do it. I actually just did this about an hour ago. This one's got stripes. This one so this pattern is the one that's the bloom pattern in the cart link. This one with the stripes and the polka dots. Look at the cute little acorn. Both of these are from the autumn cutout patterns, and they actually fit these shapes exactly. And you get two different patterns because they're double-sided. So you could do this on one side and something else on the other.
Such a goofball.
I am. It's okay. Hi, everybody. I see lots of eyeballs. So hello.
Hi, eyeballs.
Hi, eyeballs.
Until you mention anything, you're henceforth known as an eyeball.
Right. If you say hi, I will say your name. Okay, so I did these already. But we're going to show you how to do this on pumpkins. So
we'll slide these out of the way?
Yes, for now. I may reference them a dozen times.
I'm quite sure.
So
you want to get switched over and stop doing this?
Sure. I'm gonna have to get my coffee out of the way. Okay. So these are the pumpkins that we are using. Just as an FYI. Oh, hello, Karen. And Cynthia.
Hello.
And Telly. Hi, guys. See, I say your names when you tell me who you are. So we have, these are pumpkin cutouts. Now these ones are slightly different than the ones that are on the website because these I had left over from last year. So we're just going to use the old ones because I'm not using the patterns that technically go with these. So it doesn't really matter what I do. So when you get them, they look like this. They are pretty white and you can chalk right on here. They look fabulous anyway. But we sanded them. I spent all day yesterday. Not really.
She came out to the garage for 5 minutes. I need a sander and I got to do this and I got to do this and I got to do this. So stop what you're doing and get me all this.
I didn't say the last part. Hi, Sarah. Oh, these are not Dollar Tree cutouts. These are Couture cutouts. See? Couture. And they're wood. There's a little bit of MDF on there, but they've got some wood and there's
a veneer, wood veneer over top.
Okay, so first step. So we sanded these. Go
ahead. It's your story.
I did. I sanded these. You sanded the other stuff. I sanded these down yesterday because eventually, like after this is over, I'm going to go back out and kind of distress them a little bit. And I want a little of this to show through, I think. If you don't want to distress them, then you can just use the white side. It's fine. But if you don't want any of the white to show through by any chance at all, just sand them down.
Give them a good
it doesn't
sand.
take long. I've got my chalk paste, and we're going to use the
one that Teresa was trying to point out.
Yeah. Guys, this is the Club Couture transfer for September. Isn't it pretty? So I'm a little obsessed with all of these leaves and all the different bits and pieces. I have lots and lots of ideas for this, but today we're actually going to use it for the embossing. We're going to use the top part. Husband
figured out the strategic placement.
Yes, measured it all out for us. So we're going to put that on there. And then this is a retired transfer, but there is one that looks similar. Look at used
it last year.
This one's woven plaid, but there is another texture, a nice texture one. No, it looks very similar. It looks like a blanket. It looks like a sweater, cable knit sweater. So I put that transfer in the link that's in the description on both ends, wherever platform you're on. So which one do you want to do first?
This one.
Okay. All right. So this is a very simple technique, guys. You can use your chalk paste. Does not matter what color it is.
Of course it's teal.
Of course it's teal. Of course.
Oh, we need a fuzzing cloth.
Yeah, just a little bit.
We haven't used this yet, have we?
No, this is brand new. I just got it the other day.
That's not how you spell pumpkin spice.
I don't get it.
Get me swinging off. I don't know.
I don't get it. Although, yes. I have pumpkin spice in my coffee cup. True story. Pumpkin coffee with pumpkin spice creamer. Okay.
Good.
Yep, we're good. Okie dokie.
Did you guys get power back? Power back yet? Words? Did the words work? Did you get your power back yet?
Was that your plan right there?
That's perfect. That's exactly how I had it laid out.
Was it?
Not at all. But that's cool. It works.
Okay, well, we're going to have lots of embossing.
Still no power. That sucks, man.
Lame. Okay. All right. So, transfers down. Transfers pretty.
Words are hard, Telly.
Words are hard. All the words are hard. So, I'm only going to, do you want to do the chocolate paint? Chalking?
See, words. Sure, I'll do the chalking. It's just straight up chocolate painting, right?
Yeah, chocolate painting. Just not.
That's a new chocolate painting.
I like it.
Words. Chalk cricket babies.
Chalk and paint babies.
Chalk and paint babies.
Chocolate painting.
Oh, wow. It's going to be one of those kind of lives, people. Hang in there.
You're not doing the
I thought you said chalk paint and all of it.
No,
Did she say it?
I definitely did. I definitely did. Back me up, people.
See, now they're just going to lie for you.
I don't know. They tend to like you better.
I can't blame them. What? Do you want these ones on the bottom too then?
Yes.
Okay. Did you really just say that?
I really did.
Oh, awesome.
I think your brain was working, but your ears weren't.
Oh, sure. It was accident.
Tilly says she loves these kinds of lives.
You never know where they're going to go.
Welcome to us in real life, real living color.
It's teal too.
Of course it's teal. Don't be silly. Technically it's tied. So anyway, you could actually leave it on a little thicker. I forgot to tell you that part. That's not your fault.
All right.
So in order to get the embossing feeling, we need to kind of have actually a little bit extra paste. So if you've been around our channel for a little bit, you have heard me say, scrape all of it off so you can put it back in the jar. I'm not telling you that this time. It's the exact opposite. You're going to want to leave a little extra on because when we pull it up, we want that ridge. Because if you think about embossing, you can see the texture to it. And that's kind of what we're going for. So you want it a little bit thicker, but you do want to have a smooth, kind of like cake-like.
All these instructions would have been good before I started. Uh-huh. All right. That's as smooth and cake-like as I'm going to get.
All right.
So why don't you peel that off?
That's acceptable.
I'm glad it came out acceptable for you. Look, I didn't even hit the letters.
You did? That's awesome.
Wow. Here, I'll take care of that.
Thank you.
Yep.
Okay. That's pretty cool just like that. I'm not going to lie. But we still have to do the embossing.
Wait, there's more.
Because, well, you know me. If you've been to one of our live videos, I will change things right in the middle. But I can't change this one because we're showing you a thing. Okay. We got hot stick.
Dry? I will hot stick it off camera so it's not so loud.
Okay. Right there. So while he's doing that, I will give you a quick update. In fact, I will actually switch around so you can see my face while there's nothing else to do. Okay. So quick update while he's drying that. The transfer that we just used is the Club Couture transfer. So for $19.99 a month US and $26.99 a month Canadian, you can get that beautiful transfer. And there's a new one each month. You get the transfer and you get 3 single pastes that you can craft to your heart's content. And of course, there's always specials and deals and things offered from corporate. So this month, if you place a $100 order this month as a Club Couture member, you will actually get a coupon for 25% off next month. So this month you can shop and you can get your beautiful patterns. You can get all of the things. You can get all the fall colors and all your fall decorations, which is exactly what we're making, by the way. And then come back next month and get your Christmas stuff at a discount. How cool is that?
Super cool.
I thought so. So if that is something that interests you, I would go and sign up for the club first and then click the link in our description to get all of these things because then it'll count for you, right? Right.
Awesome.
Okay, we can
switch them back over.
Show you what got. Cool beans. All right, so we've got, it's chunky. I can feel it. It's so cool. Actually, this is our old paste and it's actually dyed the wood in some spots. So pretty.
Teresa's betraying me.
I know. I saw that. He already told me.
Mm-hmm. Got ahead of it.
He already told me. Okay, so we've got this pretty thing.
See, now, I didn't quite get it thick enough, so some of these aren't going to emboss real well.
I see that, but it's kind of okay, I think.
It'll be kind of weathered looking, right?
Yeah.
See, I know.
Yep. It's not going to be a perfect emboss because it's not solid. You can, yeah, I'll show you. You can see like in that flower, see where it's a little, some parts are darker than the others. It's because some spots are thicker than others. And that's okay because we are not about perfection in this house.
That's a good thing.
Okay, so the next step is we have got to paint over it. Remember I told you it doesn't matter what color paste? This is why. So we are going to use chalk paint. Whoop, with a
We are
giant
going to
air
need
bubble.
that transfer gun, aren't we?
Yes.
So I will go finish cleaning that while you paint.
Okay.
How's that?
Deal. So I'm using chalk paint because I don't know if y'all know this, but chalk paint dries faster, and it dries faster because it has less wet to it. Weird, right? But we like the less wet for this technique because water could potentially re-wet our paste, making it so our design disappears, and you don't want that. Kind of hard to emboss nothing. So we're going to do a coat of chalk paint over this whole thing. We're going to do it kind of thin, but we want to make sure that we're covering all of the paste. And I'm going to try really hard not to get the edges because I don't want to paint the edges on this. And if I do have to paint the edges, I'm not going to make you guys watch it. Yes, perfection is highly overrated. I agree. Because you know what, guys? This is, I always tell everybody, this is handmade, not machine made. So it is going to look different every time. You could even make the exact same project 5 or 6 times and it'll look different every time. Which would mean it's not the exact same project, but details. Minor word details. Remember, words are hard. So sometimes you might have to paint a little erratically to get all of the edges because, you know, it's a pattern. So we have raised edges on every direction. But we're going to try real hard. And I put way too much paint on, which I knew it was going to, because this chalk paint always seems to come out in a giant bubble.
How you doing over here?
I'm okay.
Sounds like you're
Running my
having some
mouth?
issues. Everybody's used to you running your mouth, babe.
Yeah. Was one of them for me?
Uh-huh.
Thank you. It does always come out in a giant bubble. I have a hard time with chalk paint. Getting just the right amount. There. Now you can see absolutely nothing.
That's why we do this, so you guys can see absolutely nothing.
Yeah. I mean, that's the best part of a demo, right? You can't see it. Whatever. You'll be able to see it in a minute because that we are.
Do you want me to go dry that? I'm just the assistant today.
Yeah. You are the prettiest Vanna ever, husband.
There you go. I was waiting for you. You're the assistant always.
Not true. Always. Oh, goodness. All right. So, I am curious, my friends. I mean, you're not surprised at all that I went with teal, I'm sure, for the paste color, for the paste and the paint, actually. But I am curious what colors you would do. Because I did tell you on Instagram that I was going to show off our fall color palette for the wall. Telly says you're the greatest assistant. Husband.
What?
Telly says you're the greatest assistant.
That's right, Tally.
Oh, so I forgot what I was saying. Oh, I told you I was going to show off our fall colors. I put it back already. So on Instagram, I did and on Facebook too. We did a whole little series showing off some different color palettes for fall. So you can tell that this is some of it. We're going to do like a really deep, dark blue with some black tones, a little bit of copper, and teal. So I shouldn't say a little bit of copper. This has got a little bit of copper, but I plan on doing copper accents. So it's not your traditional color palette, but I'm going to be pretty happy with it.
Well, there's still a few wet spots. We're not quite dry down here, but you can actually
that's
start to see the embossing when it's
Yeah.
drying out. Do you want to maybe hit the next pumpkin first? Give this a few more minutes? Or you're not doing that one?
No, I'm going to do that one too. But this one needs to be actually like has the finishing embossing bit to it and then chalked. So I think we do the embossing
I'll go
bit.
back to finish drying.
No, we can. It doesn't have to be completely dry. It'll be
Okay.
fine.
I'm going to put that there and you go to town.
Yeah, I think we can do the embossing here.
Okay.
And
How do we
then
do the
can
embossing?
weight it. We need a color tray
We need a color tray. We have one.
because I make a mess. This one right here. We're going to do a little bit of black because I want.
Creams, greens, and blues.
Ooh. That'd be really pretty for fall too. I will say cream is one of those underrated colors. Everybody wants bright white. See, globby. Everybody wants bright white, but there's something nice and subtle to it. Just a pretty cream. Thank you.
Yep.
Okie dokie.
See, good assistant.
This is a dry brushing technique. Well, it's not really a technique. I didn't come up with it. It's a thing, dry brushing.
Everybody knows. So we're just going to do it.
Yeah, just a little chippy brush. Stick it in your paint. And I went with black. You could do this with any color you want. But I went with black because I want to make it deeper and darker. So get off as much as possible off of the color tray and then kind of get the extra wet off on the paper towel. And then we'll literally just kind of do one of these.
You don't want to go too heavy
lightly.
with black. That'd be hard to cover.
Yeah. Really, really lightly. See? You can already see.
Just brings out the details.
Right. And that's what's happening is the brush is kind of running over the high points. And I'm angling down too to kind of catch the edges because I want to catch the edges.
Because it's super cool?
Yeah.
Super cool.
So I've also learned that if you want to use black as your embossing color, go a little bit lighter than the shade you think you want.
Oh, because you're going to
As your
deepen
base
everything.
paint.
That makes sense.
Right.
See, it's a learning channel today.
Oh, baby.
I'm learning anyway, so.
It's a bit of a learning channel every day.
We learn what we're doing.
I say whether it's you learning or me learning, you never know. But really the key is a very, very, very dry brush.
That's very cool. Highlights it up pretty good.
Yeah, it kind of gives you a bit of a vintagey sort of a feel without necessarily going like super vintage. I'm doing the center part too because that would just look funny without.
Be brighter teal.
Yeah.
So what color are you going to do your letters in the center?
I was thinking copper.
Well, that'd be kind of cool.
Shimmer copper. Yep. Because so the other patterns I was doing, I was putting a little bit of the copper acrylic over top. But I'm going to do copper paste words.
Continue to play until you're happy.
Yes, exactly. Like I wanted this part to stand out a little bit more because I got this down here.
Real heavy.
Well, and that's because some of the paste didn't stick. So the brush wet down a little bit lower. So yeah. Okay. So that can hang out on the side now.
Okay. So we're going to wait to do the letters.
Yep. It can just dry. That'll dry. We're going to use this globby black on the next one. So the other pumpkin.
Be careful.
The other pumpkin, I want to try and make faux leather.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Notice I said try.
We don't know if this will work. There's your disclaimer. Rose gold,
rose
too.
gold.
That'd be good.
So rose gold, I made rose gold using our shimmer gold and a tiny, tiny, tiny bit of raspberry sorbet. It's so pretty.
I don't know if we have any of that left. You made like half. Did you make more?
I made a lot. Okay, so this pattern is one of our house patterns because we have house shapes too, but so you can see that it's These
Looks
have been
like else.
discontinued, but I really liked the pattern because it's a very subtle line. We're going to have to do...
Double up.
Yeah. Well,
If you go the other way, would it cover more?
it would, but I don't want my lines going that way.
Oh, okay.
I want them...
Do you think you can use spackling with a transfer? Watered down and thinned down, you might be able to use spackling with a transfer. Try and get it to the consistency of paste, maybe a little bit thinner, because the spackling has thicker
grits.
Right. So almost like when you do a shimmer, how you kind of get the grits that get pushed through, you get the same thing with a spackle. So maybe thin it down a little bit and try it, and then send us pictures. Let us know how it works.
Yeah.
Because I've never tried it. Sounds kind of cool. Could almost get a texture with it, is what you're thinking? Same idea?
Okay, water, please.
You can.
So here I was telling you that we were using that pattern, and we're not actually even using that pattern. I'm using this one.
This one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was
the
going to
monster one I pulled out and got ready? Sure.
Yeah, I was going to use it, and then we came up with the idea of using that, and it got replaced.
That's okay. What are you looking for?
I was looking at the other, those. You think we should use the little one, or do you want to use the big one? I'm going to let this one up to you.
Little one, big one, what? Use the little one. I like this transfer better.
Okay.
Do you know why I like that transfer better?
No.
Because it's already out there and ready to go.
Yeah. See, now me, I would have considered the size of the shape or the design. Nope.
Done. Done is awesome.
This one's here. We like this one. So FYI, this is one of my old pastes. That's why you see me adding water and doing things to it.
Billy knew.
In old pastes, I mean, this is like old.
Years old.
Years old. But it still works. And actually it works great for this. And it's one way to use it up. So we figured out that you can stain with it. You can.
Yeah, we've done a lot of different things with paste, especially our older stuff that we're not necessarily trying to get rid of, but we don't mind experimenting with the older paste because we don't use it as much anymore.
Right. It's older for a reason. So.
Boy, you're going good and heavy. Looks like peanut butter.
It does look like
peanut butter. Like peanut butter?
Yeah.
I want a PB&J sandwich. I haven't had a PB&J sandwich in forever.
We haven't been riding. We haven't been UTV, and that's when we have our peanut butter and jellies.
That's our lunch for when we're out four-wheeling.
Yeah. So this color, if you're curious, is called Camel. The other one that I used is called Tide. Now this one does need to be dried before I try and put. We're going to run into the same situation.
Yeah, it's a little bit. I think because it's such a tight, small pattern, it wasn't pushing through real easily.
Well, I also think my paste is a little too thick.
That could be it as well, like we just discussed.
Yep.
Sounds like that's lunch today.
Oh, it's past lunch. That's going to have to be dinner.
We're adults. We can have PB&J for lunch or dinner.
I'm fine with that plan. So while you're watching me do this, actually, I might leave that little section. Oh, I'm going to leave that little section clear because I have a word that I'm going to chalk on it, which I'm going to have to dig around and find. So that I'll have to show you that again. I'll have to show you the final result on our Instagram. Because we're not at 1,000 followers on YouTube yet. So if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do.
Shameless plug.
Yep. Absolutely shameless plug. If you are not subscribed to our YouTube channel and you are joining us from Facebook, please go visit youtube.com/
What's Jamie making? Actually, /.
Yep, /C/ what's Jamie making. I don't know if this one's going to work out so great.
That's
but
okay.
We're going to give her hell. Right?
Sure.
Because I think there's enough there to.
Yeah, a lot of
like
these.
leather.
This has got enough here. This has got enough there. It's just this little section.
Okay. We need some
drying,
please.
I don't know why I sit down.
I don't either. Let's see. What else is on our. I have a whole list of announcements, you guys. So we already talked about Club Couture. Oh, here's a cool announcement. If you have considered or thought about or heard of becoming a chalk couture designer like moi, we actually have we have 2 new kits technically. We have a updated September fall Christmassy, it's actually Christmassy, kit. So all of the fall transfers have actually been replaced with Christmas stuff, which is okay. Don't worry. You can still get your fall stuff with your 15% off coupon. But we also have that kit is $99 US. But now we also have what they're calling a business builders kit. And that is, it's only $19 US and $17 Canadian, which is not usually how that works, but it is this time. And that one does not come with any transfers, but you get all of the benefits of being a designer. So if you thought about just hopping in for the discount or just maybe selling online or whatever you were thinking, or you just didn't like the kit and you're like, yeah, I don't
just want to build my own with my own transfers.
Yep. You still get your 15% off coupon and you can just build your own kit. So that's kind of, I think it's actually a really great way for our crafty friends to kind of jump in.
Yeah, even if you just want it for your discount, if you like using the stuff or you want to try the stuff and you want it 40% off,
yeah,
there you go. $20 and you're in.
Ta-da! I'm going real light on this brown chalk paste husband. Or paint,
okay.
So
how come?
So that it doesn't take forever to dry.
That's a good thought right there. Thinking about your assistant. I appreciate that.
And if I'm good, look at this side's already starting to dry.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Helps that the wood's raw too. It soaks it up a little bit.
Yeah. So yeah. So if you are interested in Club Couture, which was the transfer that we actually need to use again.
This one.
Or becoming a designer or any version in there. If you just think, oh my God, chalk couture is the coolest thing ever, but I have no idea where my home would be, message us and we'll help you figure out which part of this company works out the best for you. Because sometimes it's just being a wonderful customer. Okay.
You do that one. I'll go dry this one.
Okay.
How's that sound to you?
That sounds like a plan, Stan. Mm-hmm. I'll pope. Can you get me shimmer copper paste?
My God.
That wasn't part of the plan, so I'm sorry. This part is, this is going to look good. The shimmers are, back there. That'll do. Thank you much, Lee. Okay, check this out, guys. This is the shimmer copper. Ooh. Isn't that pretty? It's going to look awesome. Awesome. Okay. So, if you're one of our club members, pay attention because this is going to be one of your 5 ways to use it. Oh. Thanks, Telly. Telly knows how to do this. All right. So, this is actually pretty easy to line up because I can see the embossing through the mesh. So I know where to put the words. Ah, look at that. Thanks, babe.
Sure. Ooh. Sally.
Thank you. Oh, I'm excited.
That copper is a cool color.
Yeah.
Sometimes with the shimmers too, go over them a couple times. It'll help push the paste down through.
Yeah, because of those grits.
That's right. You can push the grit through. Proper terminology.
We're waiting with bated breath.
We are too. We always get quiet at this part. I don't know why. We've done this once or twice.
Because I still get excited.
You get flaily too. The arms start going.
I do get flaily. You'll have that with me. Okay. So you'll see that when I do regular chalking, I actually get a little bit closer to what I tell you all the time. But so you can see the transfer through or the words. You want to peel it?
I'll peel it. Oh, wait a minute. Not ready yet. Hang on. Oh, hello.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Pay no attention to the off-centeredness. I told you. Handmade, not machine made. Oh, and that's pretty. Teal and copper, people. Tide, teal.
Jamie's color pack.
I should make a color pack. Okay, look at. Okay, we gotta stop staring at that. We gotta do our.
Continue working. Come
I'm
on.
gonna let this
We're
sit up
doing a
here
thing.
so you can see it, so you guys can appreciate it.
All right,
Okay.
make your. Would you make it leather?
Yep, make them a leather. Ah! All right.
Stop breaking stuff.
So my theory, I'm thinking about actual like tooled leather. Thanks, Cynthia. Says it's very pretty.
It is very pretty.
I'm thinking with tooled leather, what I'm going to do is go in first with the black so that it gets down in the deep parts. And then I'm going to make a paint out of our...
Camel? Bark's over there.
Well, I was going to make it... Well, I got a little bit of white right here. I'll mix. I was going to use Dune.
Okay.
The lighter. Camel might be the right color, though.
It's more of a leather. Dune's too sandy. See, I don't even know the colors now. Jesus. I used to pick on her for knowing the names and all the colors.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. That's darkening up the brown too. Real nice.
Yeah. You guys, this is like the simplest technique. Well, it's not the simplest because let's be honest, hot mess is where it's at.
No, it's ombre because it's finger painting.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I'll hold it up for you in a second because I just realized that you can't really
Yeah, it's
see
kind of
it.
tough to see at that angle.
Let me get it all on there and then I'll show you.
That is really starting to look like leather. Tell you what, do you want this lightened up? You're going to use the...
No, you can wet it down for me though.
I will wet it down.
Thanks.
Sure. Can I have a scooper thingy?
There's that. There's that.
Scooper. How much do you need? You're just going to give it
Not
a
a lot at
light
all.
overtone?
Yeah. So here we go, guys. Look, that looks pretty good, right? You can see, you can see the sections where we didn't do it completely solid, but I quite like that.
Sorry, it gives it the aged, weathered leather.
People have touched it. Everybody picks it up and puts their finger there.
There you go. That sounds
Wait,
like...
I gotta do my fingernails. Damn. Whatever. You don't come here for my nails or my makeup tutorials.
That's a good idea.
I would not recommend it.
All right. Is that enough?
Sure.
Sure. We're about to find out.
Yeah. We're going to try this brush. A little fluffier than I want.
Your plethora
This
of
one,
brushes.
maybe? That guy might do the job.
What do you want? One doesn't go down so far?
I just wanted a stiffer one. This guy's light and fluffy. This will do, I think.
Okay, doke.
Thanks, husband.
Sure.
All right, so in case you missed it, husband just put some water into a color tray with our paste, and you can
Just lightens up the consistency. Almost makes it more like a paint.
turn it into a paint. I'm only going to focus on... Oh, that's not going to work.
That's not working out well.
That one's not going to work.
Just a little bit on the tip, maybe. Or douse the whole thing down and go. You know. Whatever you want to do.
Well, it's a giant fluffy brush, so...
Yeah.
Still
Here,
got
everybody's watching. Let's see if it works. No pressure.
giant fluffy brush. Do me well here.
Well, you're getting a little bit.
It's-
Not much. If we can't see it, there's no way they can see it.
Exactly.
Put some more on there. This is trial and error. We learn with you.
Okay, so I might be recommending actual paint for this part if you want to go lighter, because this doesn't seem to be providing the effect that we're. There we go. Maybe I can't tell if it's just wet or if it's no. It's kind of just wet.
Okay, so get paint. Works easier.
You can kind of see it. Very, very, very little bit. It's there. I promise.
You can see the sheen on the camera.
We're not going for sheen.
Well, I was trying. I got nothing for you then. I don't know what to tell you. Listen, this one came out pretty. This one was the trial one. This is one we learned on. This one we already knew.
Well, this one still, you can see the black and like that still works. But you know what? Here's the thing too. If you don't like it, you can fix it.
What about, since we just happen to have sitting here,
a little sandpaper strip?
Scuffing the tops off.
Yeah, do it.
I don't know if it'll work, but we can try and touch, because what color paste did you use?
That one, camel.
So let's see if we can get the camel to show up through.
That was my backup plan.
Don't try and take credit for it. I just thought of it.
You did. I meant that's in case we needed to do something else. That was why I used the right color.
There you go. It's starting to show the tops. Just the tops of the pattern.
All right. Go, gadget husband.
Every now and again, huh? Some good assisting. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That worked out much better.
You can see the color, the top colors.
All right. So we have a little bit of work to do on our fake leather. But
it's really fake currently.
Yes, it's extremely fake. We don't want fake. We would like a little more faux than fake. So I think it might actually show up better if we darkened everything around it too. So
I'll have to play with it and mess around.
Yeah. Including in here because that is flat. But yeah, what do you think, guys? But I mean, it's a pretty simple technique and process anyway, right? See, husband's getting all the love today.
That's right.
Told you they like you better than me. So there's those two. Can I see can we bring the other
How
ones
well
in?
does the chalk sand when wet? These ones?
You don't want to sand the chalk when it's wet. You want to do, you want to wait for it to dry, but it dries in like a minute and you can make it even faster if you blow dry it.
Yeah.
But then you can sand it right down and then.
It's extremely easy to sand.
Yep.
It's not like a paint where you really have to work at it to come off. The chalk will sand much easier. It's almost like sanding, I don't know. I was going to say drywall, but I don't know how relatable that is. It sands easy. You know what I meant.
I do, but I can't.
I can't come up with anything as what it's related to.
The short answer is yes. You can sand it just when dry.
Words.
So here's our color palette for fall. Looks pretty good together, I think.
Pretty good.
Pretty good. So we are going to.
Isn't the pumpkin a little wet? Nope, the pumpkin dried.
Yeah.
They all dried. When I went off camera, I would take the hair dryer and dry them all.
Yeah. Well, and what I was doing over here, it didn't look like it, but the big fluffy brush I put in the wet, and then I brought it over here and got most of the wet off, which was part of the problem. So yeah. So we were going to be continuing our
switch us over
YouTube live series. And so every Friday at 2, we will be live on YouTube and on Facebook. And we're going to be, for the next few weeks at least, making new projects I have 2 shelves in our living room.
Yeah, we're doing living
and
room.
It's time to turn them fall. So that's what you're going to be watching. You're going to watch us turn our
This is stuff we're actually making for us.
Yeah. And I've got some extra projects and things that go up exclusively on Instagram. That's a lie. They go to Facebook business page too. I lied to you. I'm sorry. So feel free to please join us over on Instagram. Also, like and subscribe on YouTube. And you're also very welcome to follow our Facebook page.
Come back for all the information that we learned.
The things. And then you can watch us next week figure out something new live on camera.
Because why try it first? We'll just try it live with you.
Yeah, well.
Awesome. All right, guys. Thanks for coming to hang out with us.
Don't forget there's the link to get all of your supplies in your description. Bye.